Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faith, and today guys I'll be checking out this video titled "This is the best viral video to come out of Canada," and this is by Matt Walsh. And you guys, I'm super excited for this. Comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what Matt Walsh has for us in this video.
I want to play this video for you. This is Canadian Conservative Party leader, and I know I can do this, Pierre Poilievre. I think I got it. I think that's his name. Poilievre. Anyway, he's a Canadian Conservative Party leader, and he's gone viral with for a positive reason. We don't see, it's pretty uncommon that we see a viral video out of Canada that's going viral for positive reasons, but in this case, that's what happened. Here he is in an exchange with some local media flack, and I think the way that he handles this is pretty brilliant. Watch this.
On the topic, I mean, in terms of your sort of strategy currently, you're obviously taking the populist pathway.
What does that mean?
Well, appealing to people's more emotional levels, I would guess. I mean, certainly you tap very strong ideological language quite frequently.
Like what?
Left wing, this and that, right wing. I mean, it's that type of ideological thing.
I never really talk about left or right.
Anyways, I don't
really believe in that.
Okay, a lot of people would say that you're simply taking a page out of the Donald Trump book.
Like which people would say that?
Well, I'm sure a great many Canadians, but
like who?
I don't know who, but
well, you're the one who asked the question, so
yeah.
You must know somebody.
Okay, I'm sure there's some out there, but anyways, the point of this question is, I mean, why should Canadians trust you with their vote, given not just the sort of ideological inclination in terms of taking the page out of Donald Trump's book, but
what are you talking about? What page? What page? Can you give me a page? Give me the page. You keep saying
in terms of turning things quite dramatically in terms of Trudeau and the left wing and all of this. I mean, you make quite a it's quite a play that you make on it. So I'm
not
just
sure.
wondering.
I don't know what your question is.
Okay, then forget that. Why should Canadians trust you with their vote?
Common sense. Okay. Common sense for a change. We're going to make common sense common in this country. We don't have any common sense in the current government. The guy prints $600 billion, grows our money supply by 32% in 3 years. That's growing the money 8 times faster than the economy. No wonder we have the worst inflation in 4 decades. I'm going to cap spending, cut waste, so that we can balance the budget and bring down inflation and interest rates. You'll want to be able to pay your mortgage again? You want to be able to afford rent? Then you have to vote for Pierre Poilievre, because I'm the only one with a common sense plan that will bring back the buying power of your paycheck.
Poilievre, I think is how I pronounced it. I'm going to go with my pronunciation. Anyway, that was that was very well done, and it's sort of unfortunate that we have to be so impressed with that exchange, not because it was not impressive, but because this is how every conservative politician and every conservative in general should respond in these kinds of situations. Mm-hmm. And this is what the media does, right? They ask you a question, but it's not a question. The question is always loaded, and they always build it from a false premise. And so they do exactly what this guy did, where they say, well, this is who you are, and this is what you believe, and it's totally false. And so therefore, here's my question. Well, most conservatives, what we've seen historically, is that they'll let them get away with the false premise, and then they'll just launch off into some speech, answering or not answering the question. But he's not going to let him get away with it. So, and you don't have to do much. It's not, you don't have to, the other thing he's not doing is he's not arguing against the false premise. He's not, because then he's on the defensive. So this is what he did that was quite skillful. He's exposing the false premise, but he's not arguing against it. Because if you argue against it, then you're on the defensive. It looks like you're guilty, like you have a reason to defend yourself. All he's doing is just asking, well, where'd you get that from? As as we've talked about plenty of times, these are some of the most powerful questions that you can ask someone. One is, what do you mean by that? And we've seen that with the what is a woman question. Just, you say you're a woman, what do you mean by that? Simple question. It's a very fair question. It's not a gotcha question. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, and where did you get that? Why are you saying that? What do you mean by that? Where did you get that from? Who told you that? Why are you saying that? These kinds of the most basic sorts of questions you could possibly ask. And what you find is that these people cannot answer them. Because this guy, he's starting from a false premise. Well, you're a fascist, you're this or that, you're a radical. He doesn't even know where he got it. This is just an impression. This is something that he's absorbed, right? He's absorbed it from the atmosphere. He has no idea where he got it. And so if you ask these basic questions, where did you get that from? What do you mean by that? Why are you saying that? It all starts to fall apart and break down with almost no effort on Pierre's part. Eating the apple is a nice touch. Usually I'm very much against people eating while speaking or eating in public at all, where I have to see it, eating on camera. But in this case, it was a nice touch because it helped. It helped with this kind of casual vibe where he was totally unbothered. Like Republican politicians in this country should take note. Hey, YouTube, thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like access to my full show with no ads, you should go to dailywire.com and use promo code Walsh to get 2 months free on all annual plans. See you there.
You guys, that was such a very interesting interview. I love how calm, how collected the guy is. Even when he seems to be angry, he was able to control his anger in such a way that it wasn't even obvious. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Do you think it was due to the calmness that the video went viral? Or you think it was the way he retaliated the question back to the journalist? I really had fun reacting to Matt Wesh. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.